G string. Go back to an A minor now, so it's 5th fret of the low E, and hammer on to the middle 2 strings, or at least hammer on to the D string at the 7th fret, and then leaving the playing the G string at the 5th fret. So then your little finger, a bit of a stretch here, it gets a bit more technical. Just stretch with your little finger onto the 9th fret of the D string, and then back to the 7th fret. Working your way back to the 5th fret, can you see that? And little finger again on the 8th fret of the A string. And again, it's the 7th fret of the A string and the 5th fret of the D string. Yeah. So back to the middle 2 strings at the 5th fret now. You're just hammering on to the 7th fret of the D string, and just playing the G string at the 5th fret. Either hammer on or just play it straight. And then you're hammering from the 5th fret of the A string of the low E to the 7th fret, and then sliding away, sliding back to the headstock. So you just notice very quickly I played the open E there before I did that slide. Yeah. Now, again, we're sliding back to the G. I'm using my finger, my index finger here. You're supposed to use your thumb again, but I just find it easier at this point to use my index finger. So now you're going to be playing some like some suspended second chords here. And here it is. So again, it gets a little bit more tricky. So slide from the F sharp to the G, and immediately place your 3rd finger or your ring finger on the 5th fret of the D string. And you really want to be fingering this suspended second chord, so you want your ring finger on the D string at the 5th fret, mute the next string down. Your index finger is on the B string at the 3rd fret, and your little finger is on the 5th fret of the high E. There you go. You've got your suspended second chord. So it's. But as soon as you play it, as soon as you fingered it, you're sliding up to the A suspended second from the G suspended second. You may have heard these chords before in Castles Made of Sand. So you can see he uses a lot of the same ideas. In fact, very similar song in a lot of respects. But that's for another time. So back to this one. So you got your suspended second chord. You're sliding up, and when you slide back down to the G sus2, play the open E, and slide down again. You're sliding down to an F suspended second, so you're going from a G to an A, back to the G, open E, slide down to the F. Now this is the part I found quite hard. It took me a long while to get my fingers around this bit. And you're playing an F, okay, but you're going to use your thumb to play the F. Your ring finger, your 3rd finger, is on the 3rd fret of the A string. Next string down's muted. So, okay, so just get that rhythm in your head there. You want to be going into that F with an upstroke. And then it's hammer on to the, this is a C6th chord that he's going to be playing. So you're going to hammer on to the C, which is at the 3rd fret of the A string. And then 2nd finger is at the 2nd fret of the G string. And your 1st finger is at the 1st fret of the B string. So you're hammering on. And then using your little finger to do a hammer on and pull off at the 3rd fret of the B string. And just dig in a little bit there. If you listen to the record, you can clearly hear him digging in at that little point there. And it's worth noting that this bar, if you saw it written down in notation, is actually a bar of two. The rest of the song's in 4/4. This little spot's in 2/4. So it's back to the C. Your index finger is then coming up and sliding to the D, which is the 5th fret of the A string. You're essentially playing a little power chord there. You're playing a D 5th. So you got your playing the D, and then your ring finger, 3rd finger, is at the 7th fret on the D string, and your little finger is just above that. Just got that little rhythm going there. And now we're coming to the end here. Just move up to the 7th fret, middle 2 strings. Immediately hammer on to the 9th fret of the D string whilst playing the G string at the 7th fret. Yeah. Then to 10th fret of the A string. Now what he's playing here, he's got his finger on the 10th fret of the A string, and his index finger's barring across the 7th fret. And he's actually letting those sort of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings ring out. But my hand's just not wide enough. If you can just see there, you see that? Just can't quite finger it where I'm not muting that string. So I'm just playing the 10th fret. It doesn't sound too bad, but if you've got bigger hands than me, you want to try and get those strings ringing out. So it's again keeping barred at the 7th fret. So your 2nd and 3rd strings there, you're writing your D. And that's just your ring finger, your 3rd finger at the 9th fret with the D and the G strings at the 7th fret. Playing that staccato, so you want to cut it dead. And drums obviously come in at that point. And just let the drums come in, and then it's just a slide like you did at the beginning. And then to the E minor. So on and so forth.